Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
180. Give me radar.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he's got his big tight end here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 3rd down and goal.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Again, it's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing now is Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bills have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
He's got it. We'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal. Williams loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2 yards to go, second down.
To throw, it's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman. 28 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Mix the score. Bills 14. Rams 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got to take care of the foot.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. De'Ami Brown, 76 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Allen. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? We couldn't do it here in football, Cardinal.
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Stafford.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. When you look at this defense,
They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them. 0. Hurry!
Throwing is Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. To the air, Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From midfield, here's Allen.
Swinging this out wide for Cook.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Allen to throw once more. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Bills still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Allen going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
And it's third down. Third and 10.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Now it's Stafford. Got him in. It's Brown.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. This offense hoping to change that right here.
Middle.
Here's Stafford.
Finding Williams on the check down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
80. 53. Ready.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
That's Dorian Williams who got there for the sack.
Loss on the play. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
280. Hey, 50. 0. What do you hot?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
De'Ami Brown
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran up by the Luxemessa up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. We could diabetic. They mouths get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette. The LA yelling.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Second and 10.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Throwing now is Allen.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Round 80. Done. What is that?
And again, it's Allen. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
To throw, it's Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Let's go, let's go.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
56, 56. What's that?
Here's Allen.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly,
It's a foot race.
Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Allen. De'Ami Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Bills 24.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Setting up the screen for Cook.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
319.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Allen now looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard
So the ball
line.
down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Now Allen.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now a second and 10.
Cook up the gut. And he'll get 4 there. Now we're back to 12-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Regular. Half. Look out.
Allen from the gun on third down. Allen going to run with it. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On for the field goal. A 29-yard.
The kick by Bass is good. And that'll bring them back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Cook again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Nifty move.
And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down, Rams.
Now Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Ready. A gain of 21 yards.
Ready.
First down, Los Angeles.
To throw is Stafford. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Second down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing is Stafford. Touchdown, Rams! Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
His kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
27. Harrison Beavis to kick off.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To the air, Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Gets past one man.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
De'Ami Brown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Coleman. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Alert! Alert! Brown 80! What is that?
Allen going to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
At the 22-yard line.
Now Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Alert! 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 Gun. What's that?
Now Allen again. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Bills 35.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down. A gain of 7. And the Rams first down.
Lady, hey, 22. Hey, 70.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Now it's, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Set. 250. Alert. Like, stay 50.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Williams brings it in. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 16. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
The 16-yard line.
11. Zebra.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Ed Oliver in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Double right.
Now it's Stafford. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Harrison Vivas on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And the Bills, 1st down.
Here's Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
To throw is Allen. That is caught by Shakir.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 30.
That's good for Bills.
Throwing Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The right side here caught by Kincaid. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Now Allen.
And the 8-yard line.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Throwing is Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Half 85, half 85. 180, alert! Go.
One final try here for Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Here's Allen. Allen going to run with it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Allen going to run with it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Rams 48, Bills 41.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
32. 20.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.